Hi, it's Carra Riley, live from colorful Colorado, and I'm the founder of the Transition Living Network, a team of resources and real estate agents offering online and local events to help people transition in life and have a smooth move. I've been selling real estate and owned brokerage firms for over 40 years in Colorado, Hawaii, and Arizona. This has given me lots of practice on major relocation and connecting ideas to help people with transition. Today is a really exciting day. You will be hearing from Tim Kinzler. You see that guy up there with that cute little head? And we have, he is going to help us. He is a professional and a focus on Florida. And we also have Deborah Everly, a mortgage consultant with Fairway Independent Mortgage, who is going to share with us some tips and tricks on how to leverage home equity you have now into a comfortable property in warm weather retirement locations with absolutely no payments. Now, this is a fun for me to talk about Tim as being a third generation real estate professional from Boca Raton, Florida. And my grandson is getting his license. He will be third generation realtor very soon, Tim, right up there with you.
Awesome. That's exciting.
Yes. And Tim is with Keller Realty Services in Southeast Florida. He's sold over 100 million in real estate over the past 40 years. This experience has given Tim insights to key negotiations, and I love this, solution-based business. Tim sells residential properties, resort properties, vacant land, country club, my favorite, oceanfront, not in Arizona,
right.
And investment, don't you love the song? And investment properties, and his price points are from, get this, $30,000 to multi-million-dollar estates. Tim is a certified international property specialist, one of 3,000 exclusive members around the world. So he can help you even with international connections. Now that's a guy I know, you know. And he's also a certified residential specialist, the past president of a realtor association in Palm Beaches with over 30,000 real estate professionals. He's currently a director for Florida Realtors. His awards include Realtor Associate of the Year, Florida Realtors twice, Palm Beach County, this is one of my faves, Women's Council of Realtors Member of the Year, and Florida Women's Council of Realtors Mentor of the Year. The list goes on and on. So you can see that this man is involved in his real estate community to keep up with trends, to help his clients make easy transitions. Tim, we are excited to hear about your weather in Florida and affordable opportunities for retirement in Florida. So welcome to the show, Tim.
Thank you so much. It's an honor to be on your show and delighted to participate in this great event today. It is a sunny day in South Florida, as it is 365 days out of the year. We just love our weather here for sure.
Oh, that's great. Well, we're going to get up with, be able to share some exciting opportunities that you have in Florida. And I know that you have gotten a lot of the details, and anybody here can take a screenshot of that. This is Tim's contact information internationally and for Florida. And there he is. And here are the three properties that we're going to be talking about today. Tell us about this geography.
Certainly. Well, this is the lower part of Florida, what we call Southeast Florida to the right, which is ironically 55 miles to the right or to the east are the Bahama Islands, which is a big part of our success in the southeast part of Florida. We've got Palm Beach, Fort Lauderdale, and Miami, all in three different counties. We call it the Tri-County. And so we're going to focus today in Palm Beach County. The three properties that you see are located in what we would refer to as South Palm Beach County, Boynton Beach, Delray, and Boca Raton.
Look at those affordable prices, 320, 305, 319. Okay, here we go.
Okay.
First one.
Awesome. And most of these properties are within 15 minutes to the ocean. We got great public beaches, so very accessible to the ocean. So that's awesome. This is a 3-bedroom, 2-bath home, as you see in the screen. Typical for these adult communities. Beautiful landscaping, lush landscaping, living room area, plenty of living space and entertaining space.
Looks like tile floors.
Most of them are now with tile floor. We are seeing a number of people now bring in the wood-like planking, whether it's tile or wood. Nice eating kitchen with granite countertops, lots of storage, lots of counter space and windows, light and bright. This is a clubhouse. Typical of these communities is a very active resort-style lifestyle with pools and jacuzzis, and kids and grandkids are welcome to visit. And then also you've got like libraries and workout rooms like this fitness room, phenomenal, tennis, etc.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. There's
and there's a dance floor, a little Zumba or line dancing.
Yes. Yeah.
All kinds of options there.
And
tennis clay. Yep, clay courts, so easy on the knees and on the back.
Now, what was the price of this one? 305.
Yeah, 305. This is typically you'll find the taxes are about 1.8% of the sales price. So taxes will run about $5,500 for a $300,000 range home. And then your insurance, property insurance, will run about $800 to $1,000 per 100,000. So here would be about $2,500 a year for homeowners insurance.
And, you know, we had a little talk about that in the green room, in that you do have natural weather things that you need to have that insurance for.
Absolutely.
So
we've got great options here for insurance. Not a problem getting insurance.
Okay, good. Now here's a lovely little home, 319.
This is in Delray Beach. Because of some history with the Seinfeld show, people love to connect Delray with the great city of Boca Raton. This happens to be in Delray. It's in the golf course community. Many of the communities that have golf courses often have equity membership tied to it. This particular community is a non-equity, so there's no added $40 or $50 or up to $160,000 for golf membership. Nice community.
So you don't have to join the golf club here, is what you're saying.
Correct. There is a annual fee to be a member, a resident member, like $1,000 a year versus $20,000 a year. So it's very, very, very reasonable.
Okay, great. Looks like, now is that looks like a Florida room off to the back there?
Yeah, so this is exactly, we've got patio, Florida room, lanai, screened in area, which is nice for entertaining, having a barbecue or playing cards. And February, you know, our temperature is probably about 75 degrees, and we do have free snow removal in the wintertime here in Florida.
Yeah, this is a real plus. I'll remember that when marketing Florida.
Okay, absolutely.
Thank you. It looks like we've got some kitchen with a window here.
Yeah, exactly.
Kind of goes through, and some bath area.
Yeah, and there's your lanai overlooking a nice wooded area.
Looks like you even got some water view there of a pond.
Yeah, we've got what we would call ponds. You would call puddles. Our lakes are not like your big lakes in Colorado or in Arizona, you know.
Are the alligators included?
There's just two rules: that you always never be alone, and that you're faster than the one that you're with.
Those are good rules. Tips and tricks from Tim. You need to do a new blog on there. So there's a little pond.
Yeah, lots of green space and community pool and great activities, cards, mahjong. A lot of the places will do cruises. They'll take trips together. They'll go to performing arts, see theater in the area, concerts, etc. Little library.
Wonderful. Yeah. Now we're driving down, and we're still 15 minutes from the ocean. This is unbelievable.
Yeah, real easy access, and typically the floor plan of these, you'll have to the left of the picture would be a guest room, and then a den behind that, and then your kitchen living area. And behind the garage, or what we would call a split bedroom floor plan, would be the master bedroom, which would be in the back along with the living room, and the kitchen would all face the back.
So you're separate from your guests. If you do have a guest, there's separate.
Correct.
That's real. That split bedroom is really an important feature. It was for us in Arizona as well.
Yeah, it's ideal, especially when kids come visit or grandkids come visit. Everyone has their space.
Sure. Now, is this unique that driveway is a brick?
Yeah, that's what we call a Bowmanite type of driveway and a S-tile roof. And great thing about these active adult communities is the maintenance is typically included, the exterior, the landscaping. Every so many years, they'll pressure clean and or paint the property. So it's a really nice, easy, low maintenance scenario.
So,
2-car garage. And
what would the HOA on this one be? Do you have an idea?
Typically about $450 on the one in Delray that had the golf course community, just over $600 because of some of the maintenance that they have in that property.
Okay. So this is Cascade Lakes. Is this a membership required golf course?
It's not. It happens to be a public golf course that weaves throughout the community.
Okay.
So anybody can play on the golf course. This is a nice community. Cascades is developed by a huge developer called GL Homes. Very great reputation.
Okay.
So
looks like a nice formal dining area.
Yeah, so the dining area, and then you see in the back your entry into the community. Master bedroom would be to the left of the table there. Nice open kitchen, nice flow, eat-in area. A lot of people like to have that master bath.
I like the sink split. That's nice. Yes. That's a nice feature.
Yes.
Yep.
Excellent. And the higher cabinets.
Now this blows me away.
Yeah. So this is resort living. This is truly like going to Maui for vacation or whatever. Huge clubhouse. They have a cafe in it, so you can charge if you want to have a cappuccino or breakfast or lunch. Really nice setting. People come here to interact. People from all over the world who come and buy in a community like this. So many of them have remarkable talents that they bring. Some people may be into theater. Some people may be writers or photographers. So this is a theater stage area that people come together, whether they do the association meeting or movie night or actually do a play on the stage, whatever. It's remarkable.
How many people are in this community, or would you estimate?
Typically on an average size, about 500 to 600 residences.
Yeah.
And yeah, nice resort pool. How about that?
Now watch this, because the interior, see that? You can have indoor, outdoor swimming.
Yeah, as we get older, we become more aware of the power of the sun and the impact it has on our skin. So this is to be really mindful of protecting those who have sun-sensitive skin.
And the other is just to be able to have the movement, whether you're having water aerobics. We call it water chat.
Oh, yeah, that's good.
we go chat. But to be able to just in the same location, either swim out under or be covered if it started to rain. So. This
is a very nice feature for sure.
And then lots of pool tables.
This billiards.
Really an amazing community.
Yeah, it's extraordinary. It's cards, play all types of cards, and they have typically men and women's card rooms as well. So that's our community.
Well, that's great. Well, so if you're watching this and you want to connect with Tim, again, screenshot this. We'll have it also in the comments of the link that you're watching here, so that you'll be able to connect with Tim. And 3 fantastic properties. Thanks for taking the time to show us. There is really nice, affordable housing in Florida. And that's one of the things in Colorado that we're having a challenge with, is finding affordable retirement properties. So, okay, so now we are going to introduce you to Debbie Everly. I'm going to click on Debbie here and box around you. So there you are.
Hello. Hi, Carra. Thanks for inviting me to your presentation for warm weather.
Oh, yeah. Well, let me tell everybody about you and what you've done. I've personally worked with Debbie for 20 years in Colorado and Arizona, where we were helping people with investment financing, and now she is helping with reverse mortgage counseling. And Debbie has worked in the industry with accounting and loan industry and real estate over 40 years. And one of the wonderful things that she offers is a mortgage consultant for life. And she is currently with Fairway Independent Mortgage Corporation in Greenwood Village, Colorado. She's licensed in 4 states and connections in 50 through the Fairway Independent Mortgage Corporation network, which is absolutely a wonderful connection to have with Deb, because she can connect you with people all over the country. Just last month, she helped me connect one of my clients transitioning to Nebraska with a reverse specialist from Fairway Mortgage who could do loans in Nebraska, and she's going to close in Colorado. So now that is absolutely a wonderful way for people to transition and feel comfortable. And so Debbie followed a group of us to Arizona in early 2000, and we've been riding the real estate waves together, speaking of Florida and water, right? And today, what Debbie is going to share with you can actually change your life as you transition to new horizons. She's committed to providing the best home solutions for you, and she has an app for that. So Debbie, tell us about how we can maximize our home equity with a reverse mortgage.
Okay, thank you, Carra. Welcome, everybody. I'm really excited to introduce a reverse mortgage for anyone that is over the age of 62. And if you happen to be a married couple and you're married to someone younger, as long as one party is 62 years of age, you can jump into a reverse mortgage and never have a mortgage payment for the rest of your life, which is gigantic the way we want to retire today and have income. So the slide that Carra is showing now, I want you to take a look at it because reverse mortgages are predicated on your age. So take a look at the $400,000 column. If you would buy a home for $400,000, this shows you what your approximate down payment would be. So if you're 62 years of age, you need $242,691 in cash. But if you happen to be 80 years of age, you only need $193,000. And the difference of why you need the cash is longevity. The younger you are, the more cash is needed because the lender has to project that they're going to carry that mortgage for a much longer time period. So this chart just gives you an idea. Take a look at that $300,000 column. You know, so if you're 300 to 400, you're looking at your down payments that are required. So there's many ways to get that cash. Are you selling your home in your cold weather state to move down there? Or are we doing a refinance out of your cold weather home so you can have a second home down there? So that just gives you an idea. Want to advance, Carra?
Sure.
So what I've done here is if you're getting ready to move south or to buy a property south, let's take a typical 75-year-old couple. And they have a home here in the Denver or cold weather area for $500,000. But they have a $200,000 mortgage and they're still making mortgage payments. At 75, do we really want to make a principal and interest payment? We really don't. So what we're going to take a look at is if that 75-year-old couple was to sell that home, we pay off that $200,000 mortgage, and now they're going to get $300,000. And yes, I understand there's closing costs, but we're just getting a concept here for you. So with that $300,000, do you want to use all of that to buy down in the Florida or the Arizona markets? So for today's example, we're using a $350 sales price, which more than buys you what Tim was showing you down in Florida. So if you pay $350 for a home and you're 75, all you need to do is use $211,500 of your $300,000. Guys, putting $211 down, you get a reverse mortgage for $138,500, and you still have $88,500 in your bank account to help you with your golf fees and extra travel to travel home to go see your kids or whatever you want. But this will give you no payment for the rest of your life, still have $88,000 in your bank account. So remember, when you do a reverse mortgage, the only thing you're responsible for is your property taxes, your insurance, and your HOA. And that's all you qualify on. We don't care what your credit is. That's not in there because there is no mortgage payment. So it's just a great way to move. So the next one, Carra.
I did.
We're going to give you another example. And this is if you happen to be lucky enough, you've worked your life and you've worked it very strongly and you own your home free and clear. So let's say you have a house that's worth $350,000 and you paid for it, okay? And now you're wanting to sell. So you're going to get $350,000. Now we're going to go a little bit less expensive to a $300,000 property. And look what happens here. You have a reverse mortgage for $119,600. Guys, you still have $169,000 in your bank account to help assist with your Social Security and your pensions, and still no mortgage payment. So isn't this a wonderful way to sell a free and clear house that might have stairs, move to a warmer climate, move to a home without stairs, different ways, and still put a lot of money in your bank account to retire the way we talk about retiring in our golden years. Again, possible for taxes, insurance, and HOA.
It's a game changer for some people who haven't thought about what it is they want to do, or even thought they could never make that move to a warm weather area.
Right.
And that's why I'm so glad we had Tim to go over and say, here are these affordable places that you can move. So,
and that's a game changer when you have money to retire on and still no mortgage payment. So the last one is, let's say you live in an area and you're getting ready to sell your home, but you live in a less expensive area than what Tim was showing you in Florida. Or you get down to Florida and you're going, but I want that house on the golf course. That's been my dream. You've worked your whole life to get to your dream, and you want it on the golf course. You want it at the beach. So what happens? Do you have to give up on your dream? No, guys. If you're over 62, take out a reverse mortgage. So in this example, it's to show you that if you have a home worth $250,000, it's owned free and clear, you've done very good. Let's say you're living in Kansas at $250,000. You get a check for $250,000. And you go visit Tim and you find out your house down there is, I think I'm using $350,000 in this example. So your house is going to be $350,000. So you put your $211,000 down, and you still have $38,000 in your bank account to help with your golf fees. Now, isn't that a wonderful way to have no mortgage payment? You get to live on the golf course like you've wanted to do, and you still have money in the bank. So reverse mortgages are truly changing the way retirement is in our nation. You do not have to stay put and not enjoy your retirement. We've worked too long. So the last example is, let's say you're like I am. I live here in Denver. My grandchildren are here. I got to be here in the summer months. I got to pinch and squeeze them, right? Got to love and hug on them. But I don't want to be here when the snow falls. So for this example, if you're a 70-year-old couple and you own your home free and clear, we can do a mortgage for $300,000, and that would net out $278,000. And why would it net $278,000? Because there are closing costs on these mortgages. They are federally insured for your longevity, for as long as you live. So with this example, you're going to have your own home, free and clear payments, no payments. You're going to pull $278,000. You may have to go a little bit less expensive than what Tim was showing you in a less expensive area, but you could go to Florida, Arizona, wherever you want, put $278,000 on a new home and have no payment in your cold weather area where your family live, and also your wonderful retirement home. Get away from the snow and have your second home. Again, you're responsible for taxes, insurance, and HOA on 2 properties. But now you're really retiring. You've got your family and you've got a free and clear payment on both homes. And what Carra is showing you right now is I do have a mortgage app that we can install on your cell phones, and it shows you what's happening with interest rates and what is going on in the world. I also have something that will show you the values of your home on a month-to-month basis. The other thing with this is you can upload any kind of documents you want to me, nice and secure. You don't have to have a scanner or a fax machine. And this will help us get you through the process. So I would love to help you relocate to a warmer area, buy your second home in a warmer area. A reverse mortgage truly is the answer for many, many retirees or anyone over the age of 62. Carra, you have one. I have one on my home. To me, it's the only way to retire. No payment and flexibility.
Well, I think the important thing for people to realize is that this is not the old reverse mortgage. There were some really bad situations that happened with the old concept. This is a new concept. It's right out there for progressive people to use their equity in creative ways to enhance their life. So,
yes, rules changed in 2014 and again in 2015 and again in 2018. So with these changes, the new reverse mortgage, we actually are quoting it as a loan for the affluent buyer because there are so many different things you can do with a reverse mortgage today. Buying your second home and living without a payment are just some, but there's many other strategies, tax strategies, inheritance strategies, long-term care. There's so many ways that you can use a reverse mortgage in today's economy that people would love. You should really learn a little bit about it. So contact me and I'd be glad to go over the different things we can do with a reverse.
Well, that's great. I just want to thank both of you for coming and sharing your expertise. Tim, we have a funny story how we met online. I'll let you tell them. How did we do that?
Yeah, so I was traveling through Arizona and going through this town and checked into a cafe and checked in on location. I think it was on Facebook, and lo and behold, you happened to have also been in that area and had checked in, and we connected, and here we are a few years later helping people make their adjustment to retirement and take the reverse mortgage and buy a home in the southern warm areas of this great country. What an awesome
so there's a social
cool
media
experience.
Success story. Sharing restaurants, you know. As I lived in Williams, Arizona, so that was Route 66. That was my beat.
I love that. Route 66.
So anyway, and Deb, thanks so much for your insight, and we'll hope that people went on the screenshots. When you're reading this, there will be a link to our events. We have these online and in-person events all the time. You'll be able to sign up for a newsletter if you'd like to know when they're happening, or get an email after we've had one, and watch it when you have time. So thank you for tuning in to the Transition Living Network and our affordable warm weather housing event, and we'll look forward to sharing more with you in the future. Thanks so much.
Thank you, Carra.
Thank you. Have a great day. Hope that sun keeps shining.